Hello, it's been a while. Wow, too long. I'm John Nicholson, and it's June 11th, Sunday, about 20 minutes to 5. Just getting this up, and for the past week or so, I was just, as strange as this may sound, I was just taking time off and just decompressing. I was just spent for a few days before. For the first for the first 2 or 3 of these past 7 days, I was spent. I was done. It felt like everything was done except reserves, fumes. Engineers sometimes when they design aircraft, aeronautical engineers and space engineers, the specifications of the craft, the specs will say, let's say, 100 gallons worth of fuel, but actually the tank may hold like 104, or 107. Good engineers always do that, That was designed that way and put in the specs that way. So there's a little extra, just a little breathing room. And that's all I had left at the beginning of these first 3 days. It was enough, I felt, to accomplish my purpose, which is giving out information, to as many people as I can reach, and let them decide for themselves the truth of what I'm saying. So, or what I'm presenting. So, anyway, I feel better, and this is my first day back, and hopefully this will be a daily thing. And anyway, I'm at the library, and I can't hear him anymore. It sounded like I was hearing this guy on a loudspeaker, talk about FAN this and FAN that. And, I'm going to try and use my sensors more to pin down, narrow down everything, every single thing. And when I say sensors, I mean some of the apps I have on my phone to record sound waves, break sound down. I'm actually hearing sound as in pressure waves moving through the atmosphere, or these things in my mind, so on and so forth. So I'm going to pin it down. So there we have it. And let's see some of the things I've experienced the past 7 days or so. Let's see. Somebody help me. I knew that was... All right, well, I don't... Look. The past 7 days or so, see, my whole adult life, actually, my whole life, if I probably would look back far enough, but definitely my adult life, from time to time, through most of the time, through getting high, using drugs, I would be looking for an escape from myself. And it feels like I'm always me, even though, I'm high or whatever I'm doing, whatever activity I'm engaging in, sin or not. I always feel like me. Even the highest I've ever been, I still feel like me. There's never a lot of variation from my baseline character, which I would describe as mostly truthful, and attempts almost always, at the very least, attempts to make, I had the thought in my mind, attempts to do what is right, especially when someone else is concerned. If it's just myself and another consenting adult, and we're doing whatever, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when someone makes a request of me. Almost always I attempt to do what's right by them. Almost always. So that's my baseline character. But sometimes I want to escape from that. Not as an escape as in the opposite direction, but just not be that person for a minute. I don't know. It sounds weird, but sometimes we need escapes from ourselves to be ourselves. Sometimes I have to be Mr. Hyde for a minute or two, so Dr. Jekyll can go on with his work. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. Focus on putting something up daily. Putting something in daily. Making a record of my daily journal. The path I'm on. And part of this path is always hear in the form of voices. And like I just said, I'm trying to determine the source, whether they're external or internal. And these voices, and some themes are starting to arise out of these voices I hear. At this point, I'll reserve going into detail about the personalities of the voices as far as their names and character traits of the voices, but I will describe the nature of what they are saying. And the nature of what they are saying, I have characterized as push-pull, meaning a criticism or a compliment. Criticism, compliment, criticism, push-pull. Also, I've noticed during my little journey, since I became spiritually awakened, that this push-pull also manifests itself in material possessions that I have. I'm given things, and then I'm either distracted or they're stolen, and they're missing, and push-pull. I have it, don't. I have it, don't. And a lot of that, a significant portion anyway, of the push-pull material assets, I characterize as me driving in reverse. I'll buy things to later sell them, and I'll have to solve that problem. I have to be a better steward over that which I'm given. So here we go. So this is, like I said, June 11th, and I'm not. Here we go. I'm not entirely. Where is the camera? I'm not entirely sure, even if these messages are reaching anybody. But any attempt that they are, I'm going to make a more. I'm going to be more diligent in pursuing and performing the will of my Father, which is my purpose. So, that said, let's get this thing uploaded.